Ministry of Home Affairs team led by Suspension of Operation Interlocutor A.K. Misra holds closed-door meeting with representatives of Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum ITLF in Churachandpur. Social activist R.K. Sanayayma alleges center of letting Manipur violence persist in its malicious intent to achieve something out of the crisis. Live story on teen climate activist from Manipur, Pria included in one of the chapters of CBSE English syllabus. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm BABINA HAJARIMAYUM bringing the top stories and latest news at this hour. Officials of Ministry of Home Affairs led by A.K. Misra, Suspension of Operation Interlocutor held a closed-door meeting with representatives of Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum ITLF at Intelligence Bureau office in Churachandpur on Thursday and Friday. The MHA officials included Joint Director of the Intelligence Bureau NE Dr. Mandip Singh Tuli, Joint Director of IB Imphal Nana Sambandhan, Churachandpur DC Dharun Kumar and Assistant Director of IB Churachandpur Swaimintang Thang Singh. According to sources, the meeting discussed progress of August 8 meeting between the ITLF and Union Home Minister Amit Shah in New Delhi, where the former met several demands. Regarding their demand for a separate administrations, A.K. Misra stressed the need for a conducive environment and told the ITLF to pursue their political demand through democratic means of protest and to abstain from violence and to let normalcy get restored in the state. Regarding their demand for a burial site for Kuki Zo community, no agreement could be reached. Social activist R.K. Sanayayma alleges center of letting Manipur crisis persist in its malicious intent to achieve something out of the crisis. He was speaking on the sidelines of attending the observance of 28th death anniversary of renowned journalist N.K. Sanajauba at Singzamai Wangma Khetrelaikai today. Lauding the led journalist, social activist R.K. Sanayayma said N.K. Sanajauba played an important role in youth movements and was one of the pioneers for investigative journalism in Western Southeast Asia region, who was fearless in exposing wrongs and bringing out the truth. Adding that N.K. Sanajauba had stood firmly against corruptions and nepotism, R.K. Sanayayma urged the present breed of journalists to follow the led journalist ideals. Speaking further, R.K. Sanayayma said Maitai community including CSOs, revolutionary groups and Mairapaibi groups should find common grounds and work unitedly in these tough times.
Tato hele, tato chang hai tara. Stesa, ngasi bawa solution le trisa, solution le hero. Ay analysis tadi ko. Maram di sigi conflict asidagi India government na pantum kharap pangne bahone na mai khali hai tara. Or pau di madu pandu madu India fangji. Maram na masi solution se putok tabun hai na koi lobi han khali. Until then, madu pau di lang se face sok na jini among lep kani. Amo kapan kani, amo lepan Swine talk ini. Ado 100 tiang ni film steady ani talk ba punwi ada ba gas. Lo ina sam talk kini ni kali. Si bisa mui lan from lewa thanger ka doise. Full moina, individual moina, lanai mui ma natta ba. Full moina, si bisa mui lan from. So ina kani masida ai ga ma ga ya na de. Ibani chang na de hai na le bia talk. Le talk bu ya ro da hai ta.
A fierce gunfight between suspected Chin Kuki narco-terrorist and suspected Maitai proscribed outfits was reported in between Indo-Myanmar border pillar number 61 and 62. According to a reliable source, casualties are reported on both the parties in the heavy firing. The Indian Armed Forces reportedly arrested around 23 Maitai rebels as they entered the Indian border during the gun battle. Out of the arrested, 14 are believed to be members of PRIPAC and the remaining to be members of other proscribed groups. Kuki Zo community continues to stage hesitations in front of Kangpokpi SP office over the arrest of two of their individuals by Senapati District Police in connections with the missing of two teenage boys. Demanding prompt release of the two arrested persons, Committee on Tribal Unity Kotu Sadar Hills Kangpokpi has called 48-hour total shutdown in Kuki Zo dominated areas from 6 a.m. today until 6 a.m. of November 13. Business establishment, educational institution remain closed during the shutdown, while only few vehicles were seen on the road. Live story on teen climate activist from Manipur Pria has been included in one of the chapters of CBSE English syllabus. The world-renowned climate activist is being referred as child hero on the 6th-page chapter. Pria started her movement on climate change back in 2018 when she protested in front of the Parliament House in Delhi, demanding Prime Minister Narendra Modi to pass the climate change law. Later in 2019, she was conferred with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Children Award, which is also the World Children Peace Prize. Pria also addressed about climate change at the 2022 UN General Assembly. The young climate activist has appreciated the government for including a chapter on her life in CBSE English subject. Police arrested a man with 640 grams of brown sugar near Martyrs Park, located 2 kilometers south of Mao Police Station during a frisking operations on yesterday evening. The arrested person is identified as 27-year-old D. Datto, son of Dhari from Paibung Khunau in Senapati district. Police found the drugs packed in 50 soap cases while searching a Hyundai i20 coming from Senapati side and heading towards Nagaland. The contraband drugs were found concealed below the seats of driver and co-driver of the vehicle. The items were seized in the presence of executive magistrate and witness by preparing a formal seizure. The arrested persons along with the seized items have been handed over to Mao police stations for further legal actions. Ras Medicity Authority says the hospital will continue to provide free treatment to indigenous people injured in the ongoing Manipur violence. Hospital Managing Director Haubizam Rajan appeals to stop giving any hindrances in the hospital's efforts. Speaking to media at the hospital premises today, Director Haubizam Rajan said the hospital has so far treated 354 casualties for free, including 99 critically injured patients on whom major operations were conducted, while 11 were brought death and another 5 couldn't be saved despite best efforts. He said the hospital has received financial help amounting 12 lakh 30,500 rupees from 42 generous members and medical ads worth 6,68,300 rupees from 6 companies. He added that the hospital, though facing various challenges, has been providing free treatment for the past 6 months, and the hospital staff have sacrificed their monthly salary for the cause. The hospital managing director urged people to continue supporting the hospital in its endeavor.
moral support pangi matamda khoina tawjari thabakse mina singtharaga mina khangbiraga akhoi munung sidana akhoi gonda angamba mateng khada su pange na lakpiri ni ko gaina sum khanja bai potum pang yam emotional ju oi khoi mande kena da akhoi nga sip tawr bising sida kana hanna tu ni yingbidraga su akhoi munung sibi ba mi group khadi songthok biraga akhoi gi tawri thabakse masak khangbi ba recognition bibi bai pot am tawi ko aduga yam nuai ba se patient ni chalam dai ta akhoi ni bi gi service amadi paisa amabu laudana treatment tawbikiba masi bose moina jalamdai da blessing oina pire chakiba maru oina direct doctor da haibiramba aduga pungkut mari loiner ga leiriba nurse kangbu sida he haibiramba pos masi pos na khoina yamna pamjaba khoina yamna nuwaijaba.
Social Welfare Minister Haikam Dingo appreciated the role of media in Manipur in the wake of prevailing unrest in the state and appeals to help in restoring normalcy in Manipur. The minister was speaking at the opening of one-day media sensitization program on welfare schemes of Social Welfare Department at Manipur Press Club in Imphal today. All Manipur Working Journalist Union AMJU organized the event in collaborations with Social Welfare Department as a part of its year-long Golden Jubilee celebrations. Minister Dingo stressed the need for building good relations between government and general public to achieve a better and progressive society. He said the media has been helping in realizing this cordial relationship. The minister also mentioned various activities being taken by Social Welfare Department for displaced victims at relief camps. Speaking at the event, Social Welfare Director Ngangom Uttam elaborated on different measures taken by Social Welfare Department for the welfare of women, children, elderly people, transgenders and drug users in the state. During technical sessions of the program, Social Welfare Department Joint Director ICDS Banti Kwanthauzam spoke on welfare programs for women and children, while Deputy Director L. Dhaneshwar emphasized various welfare schemes for elderly people and persons with disability.
I think President Kwasong Liva Pata Liva, Samun Liva, government song Liva, Simon Mayam Sisu, social media, police knows Pazasing, Patan, the Kanda, Wakada, the Kanda, Sandisi, Lena, Puna, honor with the Batin, Tom Nimbadugi, and Lay and Naya, Honorable Chief Minister, watching the Kanda, Manatamania, the Moroina, Social Welfare Department, Nasiboga, Sokthaba Night, Puna Honazaraka, Yami, Nepal, Tojari.
Taking part in the event, Amju President Bijoy Kakching Tabam said media persons who are well informed on various welfare schemes of Social Welfare Department will help in raising awareness on the schemes to the masses. It is worth mentioning that in connection with year-long Golden Jubilee celebrations of Amju, the union had already conducted sensitization programs on Right to Information Act, breast cancer and land revenue so far.
Schemes, policies, policy, people educate skill development Kangasu, Kangasu, welcome Kango, Yasu, Hangiva, and the program in place. And Mapata, we are also ready for personal cycle.
In a resounding triumph, the online pre-sale campaign of the dolls stitched by internally displaced women sheltered in relief camps in Manipur exceeded expectations and has become a global movement for empowerment, storytelling and mental health healing. Initiated by 1 Million Heroes, an international brand based in Singapore, Stitching Hope equips displaced persons with skills in the Japanese craft art of amigurumi. Detailed templates, tools and materials were provided to create dolls that tell stories of resilience as a viable means to sustainable livelihood of persons affected by Manipur violence. The online pre-sale Kickstarter campaign ran from October 7 to November 5 and garnered $11,000 worth of pre-sale orders coming in from all across the globe, with North America topping the list, followed closely by Australia, Europe and Asia. The Kickstarter campaign's success, doubling its initial goal, is attributed to a blend of compassion and the therapeutic aspect of crafting dolling, according to Monis Karam, the visionary behind 1 Million Heroes. Art on Manipur and Matai Society kick off two-day art exhibitions at Books and Coffee, Yumnam Laikai, Imphal. Paintings made by children who are taking refuge at Koyol Kaitel Relief Camp, Konzengbam Relief Camp and Moirang College Relief Camps are on display, giving a new perspective to art lovers. Artworks by members of Art on Manipur are also on sale at the exhibition to raise funds to help displaced people in relief camps. National Ayush Mission Manipur Directorate of Ayush Lamphel observed 8 Ayurveda Day at Hotel Imphal today on the theme Ayurveda for One Health. Speaking on the occasion, Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan said ancient treatment method of Ayurveda is globally accepted now, considering its benefits. stressing that people now prefer Ayurvedic medicines as it boosts immune system and have no side effects. He mentioned that Ayurvedic treatment was the preferred option during the COVID-19 pandemic.
The importance of this traditional forms, ancient recognized or revived or not only in our country, the ancient forms of medicine, especially the Ayurveda, Ayushki, recognized was Hela Abra in the country. This is where side effect to carry labor later, but this has to be all taken into consideration under CGZ, and we have to promote it. We have to promote it more, because people recognize the
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we'll bring you news on a central team taking stock of African swine fever outbreak in Manipur. So keep watching Impact News.
Washing machine ang paying again.
Yani apam badum yung biyo.
Now for delay bro.
Koi choice di offer tong wai siya la zani.
Daw di res delay ba TV sing des da medium mo size ni yung dagi taw pa ni.
Makal kuding gi loi phangani da. Koi me jo na pijari bo for shi koi 45% phawbo dum offer lei gi. Sigi side by side ki free jim lo mo madam jana. Koi sigi double blow je. Sigi mo free da happy.
Yam phare ni de.
Lengshin Biro, Pena Departmental Store, Sagolban, Mabudo Mantri Laikai, Salam, Awang Laikai, Shanghai Tel Road, Miam Gidamak Pangbigani, Tongan ba items sing, grocery, cosmetics, cookeries, household appliances, furniture sing, Apaba Makalki products sing, washing machine, freeze, mattress namade, Laitengi Oiba Makal Kagi items sing, Ataba Mamalda, heavy discount pijari, loan gi Kudong Chavas.
Vandia International School, Guwahati ki ningthi sarabama from the Lairiba, Vandia International School asi, state-of-the-art infrastructure Lairiba, premier residential co-educational school amani. Leba asi ki tongan ba mafam singdagi lakpa, qualified oiraba faculty na, school asi ki mahiroi singda takpi tambiduna, world-class education ki kudong chaba piri. Co-curricular activity kunito sporting discipline taranipan amadi, air-conditioned boarding ki facility Lairiba school asida, class 4 day ki 12 fawa tamdingba mahiroi singna, contact number 894-809-1939 da akupamarol kambi bayagani.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. A 4-member central team has inspected African swine fever outbreak in Manipur. Joint Director Planning of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry, Dr. R.K. Khogendrazit, informed the same to media at his office in Sanjinthong today. He also said efforts are underway to roll out an action plan regarding African swine fever in the state under the initiative of the minister in charge. He said a central team of 4 members comprising Joint Commissioner of Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Government of India, Dr. Vijay Kumar Tioshia, Head of ICAR Meghalaya, Dr. Sandip Ghatak, and Head of ERC ICAR Indian Veterinary Research Institute, Dr. Arnab Sen, visited various places that have been affected by African swine fever and also met with the rapid response team who are being deployed on the field and supervised them in their activities. Dr. Khogendrazit maintained that 67 rapid response teams have been constituted in the wake of outbreak of African swine fever, and so far 1,617 pigs have been killed in 29 epicenters across the state. He added that utensils and pig feeds have also been disposed in infected zones to curb further spread of the disease. He said the number of ASF cases have dropped in the past 4 to 5 days with the support of progressive farmers and local clubs. He added that the Veterinary Minister and Secretary of Veterinary are also monitoring the situations closely, while officers and staffs of the department are working tirelessly to contain the disease. The Joint Director maintained that ASF can be controlled only with precautionary measures as there is no vaccine at the moment.
Ngarang phawgi record ta akoina epicenter haina min tawgadra mafam akoina test torga aina sinare na khangi mafam si kumapan su re ngarang phawda koigi RRT team sina national action plan gi makhada kal tawgi animal si 1617 ni action plan si matungin na infected zone da leiba o kaktan natna magi machinjak amadi madura sizinaba patra mayam sing si destroy tawgadoni machinjak akoina destroy tawgi basi 13634 kg ngarang phawda masi destroy tawjakra veterinary gi department gi thabak toriba officer amadi staff sing asi akhoi suti amadi holiday khai da khai akhoi thabak changin jare control room amasu akhoi hangdoga sida leire honorable minister amadi secretary na mathangi kamai tawdana action plan semsi gi haina yam kanna akhoi department gi side gi akhoi honajari akhoi gi train si yengjaru ragadi hujik epicenter anoba lakpagi aduga kaling tawbagi train si khara haidar abra haina akhoi graph si khara nemthar abra na khanje graph si nemthar agasu natra kaling taw masing handar agasu akhoi gi thabukti hanagi dumaina adum akhoi chathajari.
Vice Chancellor of Manipur University of Culture, Professor Paunam Gunindro says one who is ignorant about the history and culture of Manipur will not love the state. He said according to thermoluminescence dating, Manipur's history dates back to more than 4,000 years. It has its own religion, governance and norms. Professor Gunindro was addressing the opening event of 15-day program on Right Deep Passages of Sanamahism today at Lainingthau Sanamahi Temple in Hayingkhongban, Upong Yumpam. The event is being organized by Lainingthau Sanamahi Temple Board and Manipur University of Culture. Speaking further, the professor stressed the need for Sanamahi followers to have an in-depth knowledge about the beliefs, rituals, practices and festivals which are related to Sanamahism. He stressed that since time immemorial, Meitei society is advanced in various fields with its own language, script, religion and traditions. Also, out of more than 6,000 languages in the world, Manipuri language is among the 100 languages which have scripts. Professor Gunindro sought concerted efforts to collect, preserve and further research on these assets which have been passed down by ancestors. More than 200 individuals are participating in the workshop. Tourism Department Director Ibuhal Waikom also graced the event.
Culture na mibu tinhali mibu emotional integration puri amaga nungsinhali amadi at the same time culture ni amna akibagi masaksu lorpasu akoin thingni masagi culture masagi history masagi puari khangdaba ahal oyu naha oyu moduna maramdam nataga magi mafuru magi kambubu yam kai hena nungsigane si ei thajajadi adu masagi culture bu masakamba masagi puaribu masakangba masagi lichit pukhangba jo madu sungchoi siduna maki maramdam amsung maki mazatibu sungchoi tudun sibgi iuladu phawguni in khanjaje.
JN Manipur Dance Academy Director P. Bilas accuses the Art and Culture Directorate of being corrupted while shortlisting candidates for award recipients. Bilas graced the state-level festival of Tal Rasmin Phangnaba organized by Khundrakpam Kendra Nat Sankirtan Dance and Music Academy today at Imphal East Sambrai Community Hall. The festival was held under the aegis of Art and Culture Directorate and Chief Minister Artist Singit Tengbang. Speaking on the occasion, Bilas expressed concern that the movement of Nat Sankirtan is declining with the passage of time and more people are learning music and dance at present. He maintained that decline of Nat Sankirtan could be considered as the art form losing its quality. Thangta, Maibi dance, Thogal dance and Sankirtan Tal performances highlighted the event.
Art and culture da laiba mioising sisina aikoigi karamba mida award pigadage aikoigi mayumda samana porokpa sangom porokpa nga thilakpa mi singdu oina mana pibagi chanabi ama khakanna manipur da tokhalai maram sina aikoigi ahlaman somda tawjariba maigegi oja sing lairiba mayam sing ase sidi aikoigi lairiba mi singdugi mayumda sangom puba nga puba sumagi chanabi se kaya tawdabna maram oirakanda aikoigi maigei sigi award kya pibidabani adu Nat Sankirtan se kari maramgi aikoi na chauthara ibano aduga aikoi tambagi changse adugi matik handara ibano habada Nat Sankirtan gi magun se khangdabadagi Nat Sankirtan gi value se handara iba tambagi changse handara ini haba wafam se maruina thamjage.
Moirangthem Okendra, creator of the world's tallest topiary Sambalai Sekpil, says he will return his Guinness World Record certificate if rest of the nations don't come forward and help in bringing an end to ongoing Manipur violence. He was speaking at the inaugural event of a memorial craft pond constructed in memory of 2 students who lost their lives in the ongoing violence. The memorial craft pond is located at the campus of Sambalai Sekpil School at Kumbi Polo Ground in Bishnupur district. Okendra called for solidarity and concerted efforts in saving Meitei community and its land. Speaking on the occasion, State Secretary of CPI Manipur State Council, HAJARIMAYUM Santa said inefficient governance has brought on the present crisis. He added that the crisis could have been ended within a short period if Center wanted to. Attendees including students paid tribute to the departed souls of the two students.
Macha kaina dona mama kaina dona mayam sing ngasi enguraga ai ngasi di world record holder rama haibado ai pamlak tare ai na wasak seri TV asina maite ma gi tirang ngasi te thok pirak tamatara gati Guinness World Record London na ai on da ai gi saktak se TV rakiba world record ki certificate logo pure jachisu packing tawraga ina London da thadok ki gani haibasi ai ga set po aphamni tang laba maite proof kansi ai koi kathong na si angam pang na si akang tana raga nung siraba mai tei sa si pullaga mai tei lai pang si
law and order si isuni masi phajana ngakpang daboi akui mi kaya ma si ki ne ba mai mi kaya ma da law and order phajana ngak ta bagi ne ba nungsia ba akoi police officer anan ma mole da hat ba akoi nungsia ba akoi asam na kholi jawan hat ba basic ki si ba mayam je masi law and order mati san ngak ta dai ne ba
Puri Athoba Ningsingba Lup condemns the incident of destructions and plunder of Nongpok Ningtho Ima Panthoiwi Temple in Jiribam District's Ningsingkul Biodiversity Park. Speaking in this regard, a local leader named Dr. Arun Kumar Mangang said unidentified miscreants destroyed items belonging to Nongpok Ningtho Ima Panthoiwi Temple and they had also taken money from the temple. The park will remain closed until November 30 until necessary religious rites are performed.
Biodiversity Park the Lairiba, Nongponing Tho, Amadi Panthoibi, Magi, Sangden Asi, Lamen Tuhenba, Lamen Bakarana, Fong Tugaraga, Lainung Sangdana, Laigi, Polam Sing Chakairami, Masi, Laibu Tawan, Togzariba, Puri Athoba Ningsing Lupki, members sing na Tamoy Sangna Nuaite, Asuma, Mui Bana, Jana the Tabakasi, Torambasi, Aikoi Kudimagna, condemn Tawi, Maramaduna, Makatana, Asuma Tabakasi, Tawidan with the Makta, Kamitina, Nidag to the Hajari.
The 8th editions of Amur Falcon Festival was celebrated at Tamenglong Higher Secondary School in Tamenglong District Headquarters today with an aim to educate the public to protect and preserve migratory bird Amur Falcon, locally known as Akwai Puina. The festival was organized by Tamenglong Forest Division, Government of Manipur in collaborations with Ren Forest Club Tamenglong and Wildlife Trust of India. Speaking as the chief guest, Tamenglong DC Dr. L. Angsim Dangsawa urged the locals to continue giving cooperations and support to protect and preserve the migratory bird. ADC Tamenglong Chief Executive Officer Kachamthai Faiga Gangmai and Tamenglong Divisional Forest Officer Amandeep graced the functions. Manipur Wildlife Explorers President Koyumthem Brajesh Kumar also attended as a resource person. It may be mentioned that Amur Falcon has been arriving and stationing at Bhalok, Matung, Puching, Punglam, Duigailong, Chiu Luan roosting sites in Chiu Luan village at Barak Bank and in Puching, Kebuching village at Irang River Bank since first week of November. Every year, the district magistrate Tamenglong bans hunting and killing of the migratory bird. Following the prohibitory order, hunting and killing of the migratory bird has tremendously reduced. Kongkham Jeman Singh Foundation, Mayang Imphal, Thana Awang Laikai distributed winter blankets to inmates of UFO Middle South Headquarter Relief Camp at Charoipung in Mayang Imphal today. 213 people displaced from More, Churachandpur, Eco and Pukhao are taking refuge at the relief camp. Speaking on the sidelines, a displaced victim from More Ward number 5, Prem Nagar Chungkham Gita, appealed to government to facilitate safe return to their respective homes. Mayang Imphal MLA Kongkham Robindro, BJP Mayang Imphal Mandal President Irom Rabi, social worker Kongkham Manglem were present on the occasion. Pehchan cards under Union Ministry of Handloom and Textiles were distributed to 650 women weavers of Oinam constituency today. All as pension cards were also distributed to 80 beneficiaries at the distribution event held at Oinam MLA Rengbam Nalini's residence. Scarlet Eye Care Eyewear and Contact Lenses Clinic Thobal Athokpam and Nawa Sindamsang organized a free eye camp at Nawa Sindamsang premises in Thobal Khetri Laikai. Around 300 students of the school were checked up during the camp. As a gesture for peaceful coexistence in the state, 4 Assam Rifles distributed sweets to inmates of relief camps open at Manipur College, Samasakhi and Chingmairong. IGAR South Assam Rifles Mantipukri also organized a pop-up sale of various products made by relief camp inmates with an intention to provide financial support to displaced victims. Political activist Maheshwar Thaunauzam appeals to indigenous people of Manipur to put off lights for 10 minutes on November 13, Diwali evening at 6 p.m. to highlight the ongoing Manipur violence. Speaking to media at his residence in Kaisampa today, Maheshwar urged all to pay tribute to all the departed souls of the ongoing violence. He expressed disappointment that massive paramilitary forces deployed in the state have failed to neutralize Kuki militants who are carrying out unceasing attacks in the state's periphery.
Manipur ingban natri ko se khangan ba oina amasung athauba athobi mayam sing thawai na pontha oigraba thawai mangkhra mayam sidasu kathokchaba oina akoina mayam pulminariba punal akoi ireicha pulap pulle haira kanda akoi yelomi pulap pulle haira kanda yum khudingi taseng na haragadi akoi mayam na haijari ko request tawjari numisidi unity akoi gi unity gi strength utpa oina lakliba tang 13 ko gi nithau kaba numisik numidang wairam pung 3 tagi 3 minute 10 khak akoi yum gi maising muthak piraga akoi gi amatta oiba unity amtang utminase taseng na may si festival numit ni chahi khudingi tawdon la ini adubu akoi huji harau kumai yaw matam natti aigi yumdo mai cha kanda kari harau kumai no aigi imaduna yum changba ngamdra kanda kari gi harau kumai no aigi ichado mangkhra kanda hiba khangdra kanda kari gi harau kumai no si pulap amatta oina akoi gi yumda thokti haiduna koi tumin harau kumai la yawraga leiba hona de.
Rajar C. Bhagyachandra Cultural Foundation held a reception function for the foundation founder member Kakching Tabam Kumar Sharma, who had received an honorary doctorate in cultural activity from Global Human Peace University. The event was held at City Dhaba, Tidim Road in Imphal. Rajar C. Bhagyachandra Cultural Foundation Vice President G. Ranjit Sharma, Vice President R.K. Sanajauba and the foundation founder member El Gozendro graced the occasion.
I Brahmas Huvagi, Rotolma, where Basu, I Ganugi, Kwan, Sevok Samazgi, Ganopungi, Hanjabamoi, Adrigiamu, I see Jogi Holi and Manipurgi, Haidigi, Bakachandra Maharaj and Linkalamba, Jogi Holigi Duzu, I Pungi, Namtangamo, I was a huge Tori. Adubu, Kangahodana, Masigi, doctorate, he can see Kale and a higher question. I did no, I was I get the Kante. Go in the people, I get the glass, people, I get my colleague.
Gachi doctorate phangak pache aduki mati ekhude nungaiba Rajar che Bhaiga Chandra Cultural Foundation gi chu achouba ekhogi tawjeru ba ekhona hona jaru badugi mahi phangjabani haina khanjabaga loinena ngachi mahakna phangai ba sumna culture chida phangai ba mana tawjeri ba chigi damat hona birakpagi damakta Rajar che Bhaiga Chandra Cultural Foundation gi mai kai degi mapu thagar ba phongdok jari Dr. Kakching Tabung Kumar Sharma bu matam chana punsi nungchangna Rajar che Bhaiga Chandra gi thawrong khodimakta matung ina yawi bo ichno.
Minister of State for External Affairs and Education Dr. Raskumar Ranjan condoled the demise of former Governor of Manipur, Nagaland, Tripura and Arunachal Pradesh, Padmanabha Acharya, who was also known by the nation as People's Governor. Now, the sports news. 8 cricketers from Manipur have been selected to witness the second semi-final match on ongoing Cricket World Cup at Kolkata's Eden Garden Stadium on November 16. 4 players from men's under 16, under 19, under 23 and senior groups registered under Manipur Cricket Associations, and another 4 players from women's under 16, under 19, under 23 and senior groups were selected in a lucky draw at Luangpokpa Cricket Stadium this afternoon. Manipur Cricket Association Secretary L. Ronel, Treasurer C.H. Nisikanta, Joint Secretary Syed Sultan Ahmad and association members were present on the occasion. Langlen Ningthauzam of Agsdo Khangapok was selected in women's under 15 while Thau Thangmaiban's Nilofer Tokpam, Ronibala Tokchom and Ningthauza Monica were selected in women's under-19, under-23 and senior women's category. Dhanra Sapam of YUCC Kwakaitel under-16, Yenrembam Bharat Ngamba of Trau Kwakaitel in under-19, Konzengbam Suman Kumar of YUCC Kwakaitel in under-23 and Salam Pinky Singh of CDCC Sagolban in seniors men's category have been selected in the lucky draw. Manipur Cricket Association Secretary L. Ronel said the initiative was taken to motivate cricketers of the state.
Registered player sing asi napi category mari nupagi category mari category nipan asi players sing amamam lottery is tawjaraga players sing asi ICC World Cup semi-final match Eden Garden iconic uiba stadium asida tawgadaba semi-final November date 16 tawgadaba asi ye bachan nabi tamakta sinjaba program ni.
Third Master Dr. M. Manauton Singh and M. Chandrasakhi Devi Memorial Football Championship being organized by Sunday Football Club kick-started today at Artificial Turf Ground in Lamlong, Thongkong, Imphal. MSPCL Managing Director N.G. Subhachandra, MSPDCL Managing Director Haj Santi Kumar, Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Director Dr. N.G. Ibotombi, Tournament Donor M. Joy Chandra along with distinguished members of Sunday Football Club graced the opening ceremony. In the first league match played today, Sunday Football Club defeated Chingtam Football Club 6-0. 9 teams from various parts of the state are competing under 2 groups at the tournament. EMVFC will clash with FC Imphal in the second league match. VFC and Flam will lock horns in the third league match tomorrow. First DC Chandel Trophy First Division Football Tournament kicks off today at District Sports Complex Chandel. A total of 10 clubs are competing in the tournament, which is being organized by District Sports Association Chandel. In the first match played today, Chandel Kulen Youth Club defeated Lambung Youth and Cultural Club 2-0. In another match, Sulam Area Sporting Association beat Riverland Youth Club 2-1. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Ministry of Home Affairs team led by Suspension of Operation Interlocutor A.K. Misra holds closed-door meeting with representatives of Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum ITLF in Churachandpur. Social activist R.K. Sanayaima alleges center of letting Manipur violence persist in its malicious intent to achieve something out of the crisis. Live story on teen climate activist from Manipur Pria Kangujam included in one of the chapters of CBSE English syllabus. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Prime Time Manipuri Bulletin. So have a great evening and stay safe.
Chatlu, Furilisa Luchu. Kari taurage?
Thangaba aunty